Kyle, that is a thick film of grease.
I hope no one else is doing a bit, but I'm doing a bit.
Daddy's got a pod.
I'm Casey Kasem, and this one's for the perverts.
Join us in our strange ritual.
That is time-traveling love smut.
I can only say horny in one season opener.
A medium amount of fun and an extra large amount of sweaty.
From the minds that brought you Giraffe and Amerisaur.
No regrets, no masters.
I got dick jokes to make, man. Leave me alone.
This is good. This is good for anyone.
This one's going to be weird. I'm very interested to see where this goes.
Hello and welcome to Debate This, the show where no one is right, but someone is definitely wrong. In this show, we take time out of our busy adult lives to talk about comic books, video games, and how we're now only 2 fiscal quarters away from the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond set. And as a result, subsequently only 2 fiscal quarters away from me inevitably declaring bankruptcy.
I love the idea that you're counting this down, not just because you're excited for it, which I know you are, but because
it will destroy me.
Yeah.
There will be a before the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering set and an after the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering set portions of your life. And
that's
every
correct.
week since Andrew heard about it, he's been taking a crisp $100 bill and putting it in an envelope.
That's true.
He's going to just show up to the local game store with just a wad of crumpled money. He just says, magic cards.
Yep. Just give me. I even deactivated my Whatnot account. So.
Oh, that's a big step. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Good job getting off the sauce.
That's right. I have a 1 day off coin. So let's just turn our attentions away from my expected and inevitable financial insolvency and toward that sound in the distance.
What does that sound?
I don't know. Wait. That's right. That insert trade noise here means that the Spooktacular Express has arrived at the station to take us to our next spooky destination. Let's all board and... wait, what's that? Everybody knows what that is. You don't have to insert a music there. It is the middle ground between Sonic and Shadow, between tungsten and titanium, and it lies between the pits of Yoshi's caked up thighs and the summit of his butt thwomp. This is the dimension of vibration. It is an area which we call the DT zone.
I really like that. That's really good, dude.
I do too.
I didn't like the between Yoshi's caked up thighs, but everything else is really good.
That's just because
you
you're
did.
scared.
Don't lie.
So I was like, when I searched for Twilight Zone intro, it was like, it's the middle ground between light and shadow. I was like, oh shit. It's between Sonic and Shadow.
What I have to do.
Yeah. And then just kind of ran with it from there.
This is the scary door.
Yeah, man. We're doing a Twilight Zone episode. Get excited.
I am excited.
I am
Good.
so excited.
Good.
Since I've gotten past the Yoshi's caked up thigh drama, I'm in.
I mean, that's not
My
the worst
rod
thing
is
you've heard.
Serling.
Oh.
She's sterling my rod until I
We'll come back to you.
She Twilight my zone until I rod Sterling.
All
There it
right.
is.
All right. So we're doing a God damn it. We're doing a Twilight Zone episode. So I've asked each of my co-hosts here to each embark on a creative writing exercise and give us a nightmare scenario where someone rubbed the proverbial monkey's paw, if you will. They got a twisted version of their fantasy. So like most of the more popular Twilight Zone episodes, I realize this is not just like the contrivance of every Twilight Zone. The one I think the most famous one is the man who just wanted to read all day. So after like of arriving in the soul or coming up from the like soul survivors apocalypse, it's the guy that's like, there was time now when his glasses break.
Yep. Yeah.
I fucking love that one. So while we ride our illustrative train into the void of nightmares, let's participate in some commerce. Spooktacular Express is the best time of the year to sign up to join our Patreon. Why is that? Because not only do we have 5 episodes coming out to the main feed this month, but we still have a special episode of our premium show, Deconstructed, that's going to be hitting our Patreon feed. But as they say, that is not all. Anyone who joins the Patreon either as a new subscriber or as an existing one and then just bumps up your subscription will get your first month rebated back to them. And as of today, I have confirmed that is possible in Patreon, so we're sticking to it.
Hey!
We haven't lied to you.
We haven't lied to you, so you will get your first month or your most recent month rebated back to you. And if we get 10 new subscribers, we will also do a spooky stream on the Debate This Cast Twitch channel for your amusement. Don't ask what it is because we haven't decided yet.
If we get 20, Matt will stream it and show feet.
You might.
I don't know that you could do that on Twitch, TBH.
You got to make it look like an accident. That's the thing.
Or put fake feet in the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know that you can do that either, if we're being honest.
Here, I thought this was America.
And now let me introduce our panel of storytellers who will lead you through their own terrifying dreamscapes. Todd, To Serve Man, Thomas, Matt, William Shatner seeing crazy shit on a plane, Cole, and Kyle, Kumail Nanjiani erasing people with stand-up, Harper.
It's such a good episode.
Yeah. Do we want to wax nostalgic about the Twilight Zone for like 30 seconds? Because I'm cool with that if you do.
Yeah, we were talking about it off recording. I haven't seen the new Twilight Zone yet.
I also
do love
haven't.
the old Twilight Zone.
Well, do you know why you haven't seen the new Twilight Zone,
No one
Kyle
has.
and Matt?
Because it's on a streaming service that no one has ever had ever, except for Matt.
The first episode was available broadly to everyone, and that was the Kumail Nanjiani making people disappear due to jokes.
Which is really good.
It's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Directed by Jordan Peele. And then they put it on whatever was the precursor to Paramount Plus that you could only, like it was only Star Trek, the new Star Trek, and the new Twilight
It was
Zone.
like the CBS
yeah.
when
Yeah.
it was CBS streaming.
Yeah.
I can't remember if William Shatner seeing crazy shit on a plane, that was done twice. I know it was. And
yeah.
like, so one is in the movie and one is in the show. And I can't remember which one William Shatner appeared in. But
The show, I believe.
It was
that was
show.
the original
Okay.
one, yeah.
I haven't thought about the movie in a long time.
the movie's
Yeah.
bad. The movie's
Really bad.
I'm
Because I believe it was like an HBO miniseries or something like that, right? Does that sound right?
direct to HBO sounds right.
Like the Tim Curry It.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone fucks.
What's To Serve Man? Which one? I don't know.
That's the one with the aliens where they come down and they're like, we want to cook dinner. And then they have a cookbook and it says To Serve Man. Like, it's like, because like it's going on. So like, it's using language. It's like, we want to be your servants, but it's like, no, we want to serve you for dinner.
For dinner. That's
Which, like,
so dumb.
Great.
It's
so
good.
good and dumb.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
we didn't get a Soylent Green as people in here. I believe that's a Twilight Zone original.
Is that a
No.
Twilight Zone? I
No,
think that's
that's
separate.
just a movie.
That's just a Charlton Heston movie.
That's just a Charlton Heston movie called Soylent Green.
That was Soylent Green. I was going to say that was
Okay, wait. There's definitely a This Food is People Twilight Zone episode that I'm now
for
wondering
sure.
if Soylent Green is directly based on, and I'm very curious about that.
We'll wait however long it takes live on
we'll
recording
just
for
leave this
Matt
all
to
in.
find it.
No, don't do that. Oh, I googled Twilight Zone Soylent Green, and the first thing to pop up was To Serve Man. So there you go.
There we are.
okay,
Great.
sure.
We got there. Well, as we all know, and you listening out there, you're still with us, I hope. As we all know, every good Twilight Zone episode begins with a setup. And it's got to be quick, and it's got to be grounded, so that the audience can easily grasp onto the world you're trying to build. So, I've done the work, and it started that prompt for you. I want each of you to set up Act 1 of your own nightmare, beginning with this sentence. Marvel has announced a large-scale press event and have teased that major news is coming tomorrow. So, gentlemen, play out your version of that announcement. And we'll start with Todd.
Imagine for a second a world. A world in which you have everything. You have 2 Thors, 2 Captains America, 2 Black Widows, 2 or 3 or 4 Hulks, but something is missing.
2.5 Hulks.
Well,
A number of Hulks.
we have a Hulk, we have a She-Hulk, we have a Scar, and we're going to get a Harrison Ford Hulk, so
Yeah, that's fair.
Harrison
I hate
Hulk.
it too. Harrison Hulk.
Hulkelson
But
Ford.
something...
That's
what was
better.
that?
Hulkelson Ford.
Harrison Ford is very good. But something is missing. In your world, you could have had endless Kangs. But here we are,
No.
left with none Kangs due to the actor being trash in your world. However, enter a world where you can have it all. You turn on your TV to breaking news from Marvel Studios for their breaking of some, quote, major news. Kevin Feige takes the stage. Secret Wars logo emblazoned upon his hat. broadcast from the Disney Plus premium satellite that orbits planet Earth. We currently stand at a point in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that is fragile. The Avengers don't exist. Teams are scattered across the multiverse, across space, across time. There is one man who stands to benefit from this broken group of heroes. And that man, or should I say those men, are Kang the Conqueror. Now, for reasons we cannot legally discuss, we were forced to turn away from that villain, but you, the fans at home, your voices have been heard. We are refocusing back in on Kang as a true threat. No, the true threat to our heroes. Kang will return for Avengers Secret Wars. And at that point, a shadowy outline and silhouette of Kang appears behind him. And then he continues. And while we cannot share the casting details of the actor who will take on this role, I can share this, and more silhouettes start to appear, one by one, as K-Fige continues. Not only will Kang return, but each and every one of the heroes and villains you've grown to love over the past 4 phases are all coming with him. All of them. They're all here for one last time. I promise you, our friends at home, this is the last taste of that nostalgia you've been asking for. And then we're moving forward boldly. And let me say, when literal worlds collide and the Avengers are disassembled, who will stand victorious? The press conference ends. The internet is set ablaze. And you find yourself optimistic? A recast of Kang and all your favorite heroes in one last hurrah? That sounds good, maybe. You turn off the TV and you drift to sleep for the first time, just feeling fully optimistic of this plan laid out by the House of Mouse for the first time ever.
Okay, great job. I really like that. And I like that for a few reasons. One, because you're supposing that like this is all good news, where I was already like, ugh. I wanted already to throw up.
No, you're supposed to finish.
I'm supposed to like this.
Feeling good. You're supposed to feel good. It's Act 1 of the Twilight Zone episode. You feel good.
No, that's
internet feels good. You feel good.
I feel bad.
That's my motto. When the internet feels good,
my motto.
When the internet feels
Matt,
good, I feel good.
I've never felt good when the internet feels good.
Matt, make us feel good.
Wait, hold on. Before my thing, something Todd said made me realize that when these worlds collide, we're going to get a slowed down dramatic version of Power Man 5000's when worlds collide.
God damn it. I was like, there's no way he's going to make a Power Man 5000 reference. Come on. There's no way.
That's good.
It's really good.
All right. Speaking of things that are good, I have an intro to a Twilight Zone episode. Hey, you wake up, it's the morning. Marvel's announced a big press conference today. The internet is ablaze, trying to determine what will they announce. Marvel's teased a lot of things over the years. Will this be a new announcement, or will this be an old announcement coming to fruition? Well, before long, Twitter starts to light a buzz that there's a leak. It sounds like this has something to do with the Disney Plus shows. Perhaps that they're changing their mentality around the way they've been produced, looking to adapt miniseries directly from comics as opposed to contrived 6-hour movies split up into multiple parts. The time finally comes. Hall H, somewhere, some weekend that matters. Kevin Feige takes the stage, his hat adorned with 2 fangs.
It's like we've all seen the same thing before.
Yeah. You all are looking into the same eye of madness.
Mm-hmm. It's like press conferences have been the exact same since Steve Jobs announced the iPhone.
Also that.
He begins to tell a story that he looks forward to sharing with the MCU fans and faithful. Yes, they are changing the way that they look at the Disney Plus shows. And yes, they are going to be adapting short-run miniseries comics published by Marvel across 6 to 9 episode series. And the first one they're starting with is one that people have been asking for a long time. It's got a team. It's got supernatural happenings. and it's got vampires. The crowd goes wild, and Kevin Feige says, before I show you this trailer, I just want you to know that we are reviving a defunct Marvel imprint to take the role of the showrunners across all of our television programs. And with this first trailer, we're proud to introduce it to you. And that is where the first act ends. Well, good feelings are.
a little bit cliffhanger, huh?
Feels pretty good so
Where
far.
Kevin Feige's talked about vampires and teams and
Yeah.
suns that might come at midnight. Yeah.
Gross.
Sounds good so far.
I am tense with anticipation.
Kevin Feige's hat so tight, my cheeks so clenched.
My son's so coming at midnight.
Kyle, what you got?
Yeah. So imagine, if you will, a stage. And on that stage, a man named Kevin wears a ball cap. He's announcing a new movie. A movie we all have seen announced already. Avengers Doomsday. Out onto that stage walks another man, an actor, Robert Downey Jr. As he walks on stage, clips from his famous role as Iron Man play across the screen. And Kevin starts talking about the future of movies and special effects and creating content and art in general. And as he does, those images of Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man start to shift into images of Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. The keen-eyed observer may notice, however, that they aren't actual images of Robert Downey Jr. They look like AI-generated images. Because what Kevin is announcing today is the heavy integration of AI into the creation of future Marvel projects. The Marvel computational universe, as he likes to call it.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
Holy shit.
I told you it sucked.
I thought we were
suck.
keeping the
Yeah.
sucks for the second answer. My first
No,
answer was
Kyle,
full of
that-
good feelings.
Kyle, that is a thick film of grease. Oh, shit. That's really good. Okay. Well, we've got a definite cliffhanger. We've got good vibes and bad vibes. So we've just cut to commercial. I'm feeling like, okay, at least two of these I'm feeling pretty good about. One of these I'm pretty sure is going to be pretty terrible. As we come back from commercial, it's time for Act 2. We need to show the world now, immediately after the big announcement. And by immediately, I mean, maybe it's right after, maybe it's the next day, maybe a month or even a year. But really, we need to know what are the more acute, right now outcomes of this major announcement. Wrap us up in totality then with that final cliffhanger that's going to keep people coming back for the last third.
Yeah. The internet buzz is just immediate following the talk of we're getting a Kang. We're getting a Kang. It's
Getting all canged up.
all kanged up. The donkey kanga jungle beat. That's not anything. Internet buzz is immediate. There's just this promise that everyone is coming back, and so since we know everyone is coming back, the internet has no interest in speculating any of that because they already know. I don't need to ask if RDJ's coming back. We know he's coming back. So since that sucks all the air out of the room for that conversation, everything is fully locked in on who is the new Kang. Everything. Every bit of media in existence. Scoopers are constantly listing these top names of every actor of color that could ever be thrown into print. You can't open a single social media app without having to wade through dozens and dozens of every single nerd influencer trying to make their buck. New rock stars Eric Voss can't sleep. He can only talk about who is the new Kang. All forms of media focus exclusively on who's going to be this Kang. Even at work, your JIRA tickets demand updates, not for key performance indicators, not for deadlines, but because your boss asks to know who you think the new Kang is this week. They demand to know. Your mother-in-law focuses all of her normal passive aggressiveness solely into cornering you at family gatherings to just ask for your 2 cents and speculation over who will be recast as the Avengers' greatest villain. This has certainly grown very frustrating for you, but somehow you alone, the internet can't get enough of talking about this. Society can't get enough, but you're just frustrated. The good news is that D23 is later today, and K-Fige has promised to announce the actor of great depth who has the chops to play Kang and do the Time Lord villain justice. So you grab a cold drink and you sit down just in time to catch the beginning of the live stream.
So you're gonna wait.
Oh yeah, wait.
You have painted such a specific, horrifying experience.
Do you guys remember when we were watching WandaVision and everything was like, is it Mephisto?
Everything.
It's that.
It's just that. It's just
on a worldwide scale.
unceasing Marvel rumors.
And what I love about this stupid thing that I've built is, since Kevin Feige says everyone's coming back, no one wants to talk about that. They only want to talk about the worst thing.
The thing that'll really sell it is when all of the brands start posting on TikTok images of their mascot saying, "Is this the new Kang?"
Duolingo is in a Kang mask. I want to make that clear.
Yeah.
Holy shit. The idea that MCU rumor madness has spread to quote unquote the normies is inspired.
Wretched.
Inspired horror.
Anderson Cooper can't be bothered to discuss the live tracking map of the election results. He's just talking about Kang.
Holy shit. You mentioned Clockwork Orange, and I had the impression of the image of Eric Voss in the with his eyes like pried open, watching like pressers, looking for Easter eggs.
See, I'm seeing Anderson Cooper in front of the hollow wall of the US map, but it's all just which state, who's the leading prediction for Kang in each state.
Yeah, man.
Incredible. Yeah,
Holy
that's what
shit.
we're going for.
Yeah, it's really good. Okay. Matt, what have you brought us?
Yeah, so if you'll remember, right before commercial, we were waiting for the screen to pop up with the new trailer debuting this new vampiric team that everyone has been waiting for. Up on the screen, Marvel Studios. Up on the screen, Marvel Television. Up on the screen, Marvel Illustrated. Now, wait, hold on. That's weird. When they said they were relaunching an old Marvel imprint, we thought maybe it was going to be Marvel Knights, obviously one of the biggest publishers of the Midnight Suns in the 90s. Or maybe it would be something a little more recent like Marvel Edge, who carried the Midnight Suns from 2009 to 2012. Not Marvel Illustrated. Twitter is abuzz, everyone trying to figure out what exactly Marvel Illustrated is as the trailer continues words upon screen. A legendary mythic being. A relationship across time and country. One man. One half vampire. A hunt to end all hunt. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Hall H erupts in confusion. No one sure what to do until suddenly some YouTuber discovers that in 2007, Marvel published a 6-issue adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula under the Marvel Illustrated imprint. Kevin Feige comes back out on stage. That's right, everyone. We are giving our television studios over to Marvel Illustrated to bring to life an adaptation of classic literary pieces that Marvel got the rights to after they went into the public domain. Creating miniseries to align with the miniseries of novellas we already cut into 6 pieces. Everyone screams, everyone cheers, no one knows what to do, and we cut to the final commercial of the episode.
What just happened?
I think we're getting put Sonic in a public domain property, but Marvel. I think that's what we're doing.
I think Matt hit us with like deep lore of the deep lore. Like
Yeah.
that was a B-side of B-sides on B-sides.
Hey, did you guys know that Marvel Illustrated was a whole
No,
imprint
man.
that Marvel had that like made comic miniseries of classic novels?
Of
Do you
course
know that?
we didn't know that, Matt.
No,
I
never
didn't either
heard of
until
it.
today. Google brought me this, and I needed to bring it to the people.
Sure.
Yeah, no, we deserve to know this.
What are some other hits from Marvel Illustrated, Matt?
Oh, hold on. Let me pull the Wikipedia back up.
We need to know the MICU.
and has Sonic been in them as a creative property?
I want to reiterate, I think Matt is just doing Wishbone, but Marvel.
It kind of is that.
Okay. Also, I do want
Also,
point
we
out,
need to circle back on a Wishbone episode.
Yeah, we
Oh,
should make a
man.
Wishbone episode. We could do that in a Ghost Rider episode. Not
Fuck,
Ghost Rider,
yeah.
Ghost Rider.
I heard you.
Marvel Illustrated started in 2007, which feels a lot later than it should.
Too recent.
They did The
Okay.
Jungle Book.
The Hail Mary that was Iron Man hadn't
Holy
been
shit.
completed
Paid off
yet.
yet.
Yeah.
Mid 2000s for Marvel was rough.
The Last of the Mohicans and Treasure Island and The Man in the Iron Mask. In 2008, they did The Iliad and Moby Dick.
What?
Okay, well, see, like those two, I would.
And then
Actually,
wait,
Iliad,
hold on.
I feel like
The
Iliad as a comic is
yeah.
pretty good.
In 2009, they did Pride and Prejudice, and they
Whoa.
did 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5 of the Wizard of Oz novels.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I was gonna joke and say who'd they owe money to, and it was everyone.
A lot of companies, I
yeah,
think.
they owed a lot of money to a lot of people for a while.
Yeah.
They did The Trojan War and Sense and Sensibility.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Isn't the Iliad the Trojan War? Aren't those one and the same?
I don't
No
I
one
don't
knows.
know.
I do like to
Well,
think
we'd
that
know if we followed Marvelous illustration.
yeah,
You're right.
I like to think that the Marvel Pride and Prejudice was like the first domino in the series that gave us Pride and Prejudice and zombies.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if I like all of that.
You're not
No.
supposed to like it.
I don't think you're supposed to,
All
Todd.
right, well then, mission accomplished, Banner.
We're not happy in the Twilight Zone.
That's
Wait,
fair.
hold on. You guys
No.
really need to see this picture I'm about to put in the doc.
You got it.
It's all of the Pride and Prejudice Marvel books.
That's too many. That's
yeah,
too many
man,
Pride and
that is
Prejudice
too
Marvel
many.
books.
That's 4 more. That's 5 more than I thought there'd be.
This wouldn't cause me the psychic damage it is if not for the Marvel logo in the
Yeah,
the
it-
two
Yeah.
corners. Like an illustrated versions of like classic novels, fine. Like
Yeah, I'm okay
Yeah.
with that.
it's the Marvel it's that Marvel U
that's fucked.
logo that is causing me pain.
That Marvel bug there in the corner means that I can open up the Marvel Comics app and I can open up Marvel Unlimited and read all
Yeah.
these right now.
You super
Sure
can.
can.
The third cover, I like the art in the first two, but the third cover is too. It looks like an episode, like a cover of Squirrel Girl.
It looks like
And that's
an
what's like
X-Men-
really
looks like an
messing me
X-Men
up.
cover.
Or
Yeah.
yeah, like an X-Men side,
Like a girl
quest or
power
whatever.
issue of X-Men cover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
That's what's really fucked
Yeah,
up.
this
Anyway,
sucks. We should move on.
Yeah, Kyle, give us something different that sucks in a different way.
So we return to our stage. The press conference continues. Kevin Feige is talking. Robert Downey Jr. standing solemnly behind him. And he's explaining how, starting with Captain America Brave New World, AI has started to be integrated into the creation process of Marvel movies. And they show animators using AI to like transform Harrison Ford into a big red Hulk. That's phase 1 of the Marvel computational universe. But phase 2
Sucks.
kicks off with Avengers Doomsday. And as he starts to talk about phase 2, a figure walks across the stage. A figure that looks a lot like Robert Downey Jr., but maybe not as corporeal. It's a hologram. It's like the Tupac hologram, but it's Robert Downey Jr. And Kevin Feige introduces the newest actor in the MCU, AI Robert Downey Jr., or as they've been calling him behind the scenes, Robot Downey Jr.
I approve. That's good. I like it.
Robot Downey Jr. takes the same pose that Robert has been holding this whole time and the name Robot Downey Jr. flashes on screen.
That is so Futurama coded, Kyle.
Yeah, man.
I'm not done, guy. I'm not done. And then behind Robot Downey Jr., more figures start to appear and more names appear on screen. Rom Cheadle, Paul Battery, Benedict Cumberbatch, Robo Reynolds, Hugh Lit Packard Jackman, Ruffalo Mark 1, JK Simulation, Cash Evans, Simulator Liu, Florence CPU, Bionic Cooper, and so on and so forth.
Wow.
That was really good.
That was really good.
Can I also suggest
Oh my
Rom
God.
Clementif?
You can please continue
pretty
to
good.
provide
Holy
robot pun
shit.
names for me.
We found Kyle's found a new talent. It's making celebrity robot puns.
Did you say Dave Romtista? Did we get that?
I didn't. Dave
Okay, that's
Romtista
a-
is very good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So as these names flash across the screen, so too does the holographic figures increase behind us. And they announce, not only will this project free up the creative liberties of Marvel by no longer limiting us to actors' work schedules or even physically needing to be on set, because their AI counterparts will be able to fill in for them should they need to do pressers or whatever. It will allow for a even more customizable viewing experience. And then the screen shifts, the holograms fade away, and we see a kid watching an Iron Man on screen. And flying up next to that Iron Man is that kid in a smaller Iron Man suit.
Ugh.
Yeah, that sounds right. I hate that this is the
End
most
scene.
inevitable future. I hate that this is
Yeah.
like he's just Kyle
Twilight
is just
Zone does. This is more of a Black Mirror episode.
you made a Black
Yeah.
Mirror. Yeah, you did a Black Mirror. Kyle is coming to us as the ghost of Christmas future.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, like good. good fucking work. Whew. All right. Well, here we are. As I wipe the tears from my eyes, here's the big finish. Give us the resolution of this nightmare. Maybe there's a big twist. Maybe it's just society has dramatically changed. Maybe everyone's just fine with it, and this is just the new world order. More importantly, though, is everyone experiencing this nightmare, or is it just you? Todd.
Yeah, so Kyle has given you an inevitable future. I've saved mine for Act 3.
Yeah.
Reminder, you just sat down to watch the D23 broadcast to get all your answers. Society is pumped for this new Kang. You're a little lukewarm at this point. The D23, it's broadcast, and the world is just holding its breath. Kevin takes the stage. Now, I know you're all here to find out who is the name behind the blue mask, and we'll get there. But before that, let us bring back, and he gets the microphone real close to his mouth. He goes, literally every other MCU actor to ever exist, and dozens of actors that we know and love take the stage. Like the original 6 Avengers are there in the center. Note, RDJ is carrying an Iron Man mask and a Doctor Doom mask. Chris Evans carries a shield while also wearing a Fantastic Four shirt.
Oh my
Michael B.
God.
Jordan does the same and carries a Killmonger spear. I don't know. You get it.
You get it.
Kevin goes on. Yeah, you get it. The stage is loaded from everyone from Chris Evans to Channing Tatum. He's there. And so, that's how we
You're just
classify
describing Deadpool and Wolverine.
people. Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin goes on. We need an actor with gravitas. Someone who has played roles that transcend their own typical genre. Someone who can play roles outside their typical typecasting. And that is why we are proud to share the only possible person that could step into the shoes of the Conqueror is that of an actor who refuses to be limited by the roles they've played before or how they look physically on the outside. I am pleased to announce our Kang, is no one other than Scarlett Johansson, known for her famous role in Ghost in the Shell, which was certainly casted appropriately and not incorrect at all. And so at that point, we see Scarlett Johansson's face behind the Kang mask, and the audience just goes nuts. They are screaming and shitting and pissing. And you just kind of feel empty because, like, this isn't right. Like, this can't be what's supposed to happen. Kevin goes on, and that's not the end of it. Each of these heroes have all tussled with Kang, so I am here to tell you that we have canceled all plans for the mutant saga, and instead we are leaning firmly into more multiversal stories. And the screen begins to flash titles one at a time until the entire screen behind him shows 8 straight years of ex-hero and Kang type storylines, all prominently featuring Scarlett Johansson in them as Kang in perpetuity. Okay, I mean, they can make this work, I guess, you think to yourself. RDJ is playing 2 different characters, so maybe a second character from Scarlett Johansson long-term is okay because Black Widow's not really around. So yeah, that's fine. Kevin goes on. People say Marvel has struggled with the multiverse. Well, that's just because we haven't leaned all the way into it. We're in here now with Scarlett Johansson, so we're really leaning in. I promise that we would only get one more good ride with all of our old favorite actors, so we'll be saying goodbye to all of them after Secret Wars. But their stories will continue forever. And it's then that you see all the images of posters that are up on the wall and the screen that all have, Scarlett Johansson's Kang and the other heroes in it. All the heroes' faces morph into Scarlett Johansson's face as well. Kevin says, when the multiverse is your medium, why limit yourself at all? The Hall H crowd cheers and screams until blood runs out of their noses and their eyes. Everyone collectively loves this. The internet can't say enough about how brave this casting is. You just feel empty. That quote, when the multiverse is your medium, why limit yourself at all? Those words echo in your brain as scene after scene of heroes with Scarlett Johansson's face superimposed onto them flash before your eyes. People have asked for the ability to have all their favorite heroes and the best storylines forever. And I guess we can just do that endlessly now without being limited by what actor's available or aged or booked or whatever. But this feels off. And you come to the realization that, like it or not, this is your reality now. A life of Scarlett Johansson playing every single character in every Marvel movie here forever. And in this universe, you're going to watch those movies. And you're going to go to every midnight release for the rest of your life.
God,
just as you intended.
I'm so tired.
Todd, I have a very, very important question here.
Yeah.
When Scarlett Johansson's face appears on Kong's form.
Kong's form.
Kang's form.
Donkey Kang, yeah.
Donkey Kang.
That's something.
Where on the skin tone selector slider is her skin tone?
It's the wrong answer.
Good.
I'm just gonna,
Which is the
say
right
no
answer.
more.
Yeah. The joke here, ladies and gentlemen, is that Scarlett Johansson definitely played a role that was not designed for a white woman.
Oh.
And the internet won't let her forget. And I'm not about to let her forget either. And so that's the joke. And yes, it's exactly as bad as you would think it to be.
It's what it takes to be the highest paid actress in Hollywood, man.
Yeah.
You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs.
I thought of this earlier, then I remembered it again. Donkey Kang topical sleaze.
Ooh.
That's honestly, the more I think about it, the more I like it.
Thanks.
I can't think of any Kang puns without thinking about the animal universe where he's
Oh, yeah.
Kangaroo the Conqueror.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so Scarlett Johansson's playing everyone from here on out.
It sucks. It sucks shit.
It sucks so
The singularity is Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
You stuck the landing. Yeah, Matt, go for it.
Hall H is erupting in screams. Some screams of joy, some screams of terror, some screams just to be screaming. But one thing is for certain, it's Marvel Illustrated all the way down. Bram Stoker's Dracula comes out in October. It's a massive hit. Everybody loves it. Everybody, I should say, except for the Marvel fans who were expecting a Midnight Suns or maybe even a Blade reference at the end of this vampire show. We move on. Kevin Feige announces a new series about a great war, and we expect it to be Secret Wars, but no, it's the Iliad, which is crazy, but people seem to really be enjoying it. In fact, it's taking over the mainstream. People suddenly view Marvel as a source of literary value. Authors from all around the world turn to Marvel as the new preeminent publisher in entertainment. It's not long before Sarah J. Maas has signed on, and A Court of Thorn and Roses is making its way to Disney Plus in 6 to 8 episodes.
Hey, you listening out there, you're welcome. You've sat with us for 156 episodes. You're welcome.
You're welcome. You and your fellow Marvel fans weep as show after show is announced under the Marvel banner. Not a single one of them having to do with your beloved superheroes. All of them comic books, yes, or novels in some sort, but none of them with your particle effects and your giant kaijus and your CGI. Where has it all gone? It's too much. It's not what we wanted. We thought everyone would love our niche references and you've got to read the books attitude. And now they want us to actually read books, and we just can't do that. You scream and wake up, realizing that right before Kevin Feige made that announcement, you passed out. Your blood sugar got a little too low. It was never going to be Bram Stoker's Dracula. Those fangs on his hat, it wasn't fangs. It said Kang. Not fangs, but Kang. And you acknowledge that, yes, you never will see Blade. And you never will see the Midnight Suns. But you'll never see Marvel's Bram Stoker's Dracula either. And that's worth it.
Okay, I like that. That's a good ending. It's yeah, I was trying to think of what to compare it to, but I lost it. Very, very good. Very good.
Thanks. Yeah, I got an Akatar reference in there, and I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah. Kyle,
couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me. Count them fingers and teeth for us and tell us your nightmare.
So similarly to the other two, the theater erupts with applause. The fans are rabid with all of our new AI generated actors who will be able to work around the clock to pump out MCU content faster than ever thought imaginable. We zoom out and we are met with a pastiche of scenes jumping us forward in the future. Families lining up to go see Avengers Doomsday. Robot Downey Jr. is at every theater in the country to meet fans and promote the movie. We flash forward even faster. Spider-Man 6 is announced to be directed by the first AI director, Paul Thomas Adding Machine. We jump forward.
Keep them coming.
And soon the rate of MCU productions can't even keep up with theatrical releases. They just come out in your home. You, the viewer, superimposed using AI into your favorite Marvel stories next to your favorite Marvel AI actors, so you can see yourself in the action, control the scenes so they play out exactly how you want, so no one ever finishes a Marvel property and feels like they could have done it better again because they did it already. The scene shifts again, and we see contracts, terms and conditions. When you sign up for Disney Plus AI, you are agreeing to give Marvel the rights to your likeness if your AI character happens to be popular standing next to your favorite Marvel heroes. The Marvel roster explodes exponentially as effectively the world's population becomes AI superhero slop characters.
Ugh.
We zoom out. The whole world sits in front of their television sets, eyes affixed to the fantasies playing out in front of them with their likeness and visages in the movies. Roll credits.
Wow.
AI slop. I see in the notes you put slop as far as the eye can see.
Yep.
And I was like, man, that's going to do a lot of lifting. No, it's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a good summary.
It's right.
I feel bad. I feel real.
Yeah.
Don't you?
feel-
Don't you
Like
gotta
I
take a
said,
shower?
I mean, yeah, like I said, it has a thick film of grease.
Spooktacular Express is meant to make you
Yeah.
feel some way. No
Yeah.
one gets off the Spooktacular Express the same way they got on.
That's the
Absolutely
scariest
not.
episode we've done in a while.
It sure is.
We cut the creepypasta episodes this year, guys. I had to,
Yeah, this is the
I had to
replacement.
scare you a little bit.
Yeah,
Gotta creep
this
them
is
up.
this is legitimately the replacement. Cool. Well, I am gonna go take a shower. While I do that, we're gonna take a quick break. Before we do that, I'm gonna ask you the super secret bonus question, and that is, give us the title of your Twilight Zone episode. Stay with us.
What's your name, Ryan?
I am Flapjack the cat.
Oh my gosh.
Flapjack the
Wow.
cat.
I love it. Are you a cat?
I am a Muppet.
Incredible.
What did I miss?
Literally nothing.
Literally nothing.
How are you a Muppet? I'm so lost.
We had nothing established about the setting. What I understand about Monster of the Week, the setting is mostly established from your character selections.
It's true.
Join us as we sit down with game designers, podcasters, and fans of games as we dive into learning about different RPGs through the lens of character creation. It's a combination of character building, player advice, game design insights, and even a little bit of fan fiction for a different game every month.
We learn how creating characters can tell us a lot about the games themselves. Check us out today anywhere you can get podcasts or on the One Shot Podcast Network at oneshotpodcast.com.
Kyle, before we jump back in, I'm gonna need some more robot celebrities, or at least what are your top ones? What are your top
He
ones?
dumped a bunch of them
I'm
out.
tapped.
I know,
Scott.
I know.
I'm tapped out. Paul Thomas adding machine. I
Did we
came up
do-
with
that was pretty good.
Like, I
Did
stole
we
that
do-
from. That's an adjusted Futurama joke. Like I'm.
Well,
I'm
it's-
out.
Did we do
Still funny.
Chris Ovens? Is that a thing?
It's Cash Evans.
Cash
Cash,
Evans,
like
that's
CACHE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah,
Sim
yeah.
Diesel? Is Sim Diesel anything?
Sim Diesel's
Sim
pretty
Diesel's
good.
very good, Matt.
Pretty good.
Sim
Yeah.
Diesel's
Yeah,
very good.
It's not nothing. I want to just jump back to Hewlett Packard Jackman.
Yeah,
That's excellent.
Yeah, that's
Really
really
good.
good.
The biggest stretch of.
No,
of the
it's
ones I
good.
I don't
posted.
think it is.
My
I
favorite
like
though
it.
is Bot Edict CompuBatch. I love
Man,
it. That's awesome.
Yeah, that one.
it's just as tough to get right as his own name.
that one did break me. Yeah.
There's algorithm Mackie in the notes. The one I moved away from was just Anthony Mac E, like Macintosh
Oh,
computers.
yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
another one.
That one's for the print.
Yeah. It didn't go as well in recording.
Yeah.
My last idea is AI Quafina, which isn't
That's very
great.
good.
Cool.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, whatever your Simu Lu one was really good. Do Simulator?
Simulator Lou. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was good.
I couldn't figure out if anyone wants to work on Chris Pratt or Hemsworth. I couldn't square that circle without just going back to like the Cash
Yeah. I'm
Evans
gonna
joke
have to.
again. So
I'm gonna have to go get the boys in research or in R&D. Thank you.
yeah.
Cool. Okay, let's do the super secret bonus questions before we went on break.
Well, one more. Jeremy Ramner.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Sure.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll take it.
It's
I'll
not,
take it.
not your best, but it works.
Yeah,
It's up there. Yeah, it's on the list. Cool. What's the title of your Twilight Zone episode? We'll start with Todd.
Yeah, easy. I'm gonna give you just like the brief like primer for it. Get nothing you've asked for, but everything you deserve in The Tale of the Scarlet Centurion.
Good.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys get it? 'Cause,
I
like,
do.
Yeah, that's very good.
I do get it. Okay, Matt.
Yeah, named after the defunct Marvel imprint from which we took the inspiration for this whole Debate This Twilight Zone episode. We're calling this one Frustrillustrated.
All right.
I think it's kind of fun to say, if I'm being
Yeah,
honest. I
it
came
is.
up with it earlier and I couldn't let it go. So Frust Illustrated it is.
From the minds that brought you Giraffe and Amerisaur.
Damn right.
Kyle.
Yeah, I tried to go like old school, like Twilight Zone episode title. So it's a literary reference here. The Best Laid Plans of Mouse and Man.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah,
That's really good.
That's really good. It's really good. Okay. Guys, these were incredible. I'm floored. I'm beyond the moon. Let's close this out. Instead of doing our regular closing statements, give me that punchy tagline. You're gonna have to do a second one, Todd. Sorry.
No, I'm ready for it.
Okay, give me a punchy tagline that's gonna coincide with those great titles.
Yeah. In a universe with limitless actors, what if your universe just uses one specific actress that has a track record of a non-zero amount of cultural appropriation?
Sure.
Yeah, I've got it here for you. Short, sweet, to the point. They'll suck you dry before they give you what you want. Frust Illustrated.
Yeah, that's good. That's good too. I like it.
We'll expand. We'll pull the quote out a bit more. It's the best laid schemes of mouse and man, oft go AI.
I don't
Okay.
know enough about of mice and
It's
men.
the best laid schemes of mouse and men oft go awry is the
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
I-
Okay, well, that's
quote.
Okay,
really
good. Yeah. Thanks for clarifying that. I was like, I couldn't place awry. Amazing. Incredible work. Great. Something a contrivance to get you guys to say nice things about each other. Go ahead.
Yeah. My favorite episodes are where I learn something. And Matt, you introduced me to a new thing that Marvel did. And I don't know if I really like that they did it, but I now know they did it. And so
You did a lot.
did
Yeah.
a lot more than I think any of us would have thought. Like, had Matt said, how many literary classics do you think Marvel illustrated? We'd give a number. That number probably would have been under 10, which half of that number is just Pride and Prejudice. So we certainly would have been wrong.
would have been real wrong.
So yeah, the thought that suddenly Disney Plus veers that way and like it's not what you wanted, it's just what you're gonna get, and now it's this thing. I think that's very, very funny. I think that is very funny, and it would be for someone. Not me, but it'd be for someone. Kyle, I hate yours because it could be real. I hate yours because
It's only a matter of time.
it's only a matter of time. I feel like there was the AI imagery scare immediately, and everyone has like calmed down a bit because collectively everyone was like, it's not cool for major media to use AI to replace hardworking artists. And then Secret Invasion's credits happened, and everyone was like, well, that feels like AI. And they're like, no, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. And then we stopped hating on it for the AI art because we had other reasons to hate on it. But this just kind of feels like a thing we might get to, and that is the worst. So yeah, thanks for making us stare into our own reflections for just a little too long today, Kyle.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Todd, I really like your thing. I think that I, as a lover of interconnected universes and cameos and callbacks, in the last 5 years have really just eked dangerously closer to, threat level midnight. And the thought of just, it's like, all right, this is what you wanted, and now we're shoving it down your throat forever. Good luck. Yeah, that's rough. Also, I too watched Chris Grace's Scarlett Johansson and really liked it. So that kind of feels like what you did today.
It was knocking on that door.
Yeah. Kyle, holy shit, scariest thing we've ever talked about on this podcast. Straight up. Like, outside of that one movie that really, Smart House, that really like traumatized.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like broke you as a person. Yeah.
Every fucking time I talk to somebody in a professional aspect that's like, AI is never going to steal your job, this is the shit that I like fear at night. And it's so scary. And it's also so dangerously close to reality. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, just on all out scariness alone, good on you.
Thanks. I'll echo both of like a lot of what you both said and add. I really enjoy that we all we all went down the same general path of a theme, and that theme is the mouse consumes all.
Yeah.
We all went for the what if monoculture extrapolated to the nth degree, and that feels right for this episode, for the MCU Twilight Zone episode. So good on you for great minds thinking alike, both of you.
I would like to add too, I want to give all three of you a shout out for each of you at different points incorporated the same but like slightly tweaked horror scene of like just a room full of people just like pissing and shitting and farting and just like like vomiting blood because they're so happy about they're so rabid fandom. That's really good imagery.
So like, I think why that's scary is because we've all gotten glimpses of this in our 30s when like,
Yeah.
you know, you hear someone talk about Roblox and you're like, well, I don't know what that is. And that scares me. And I know everyone loves it. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like the moment that you think I'm detached from the it thing, but this is the nightmare version of that. And the it thing is objectively terrible.
Yeah, it's like, what if I were in the same room where they announced Banjo-Kazooie were in Smash, but it was Robert Downey Jr. as a robot and Scarlett Johansson is the only character in the MCU forever. Like, that combined thing is the bit. Hey, this was amazing. I'm so happy. This was great. This was a lot of fun to listen to. Unfortunately, this is one of those episodes where I wish we could give all of you an award, and the only reason I can't is because all of these have already been picked up.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's wild. So, Kyle, 5 seconds into your pitch, Netflix, Charlie Brooker got on the phone with Netflix and was like, we legally own the idea of AI. This is a Black Mirror. You can't do this. This is a Black Mirror. Hey, it's really good. It's me, Charlie Brooker. This is really good. I'm going to steal this. But like, this is a Black Mirror in it. Because he's English.
Yeah,
no, I get it.
You get it. Matt, similarly, we had mentioned that CBS All Access is the defunct parent of the now dead remake of Twilight Zone. CBS Access got on the phone and John CBS was called me or whoever who gives a shit.
Is Les Moonves?
Is it Les Moonves?
I don't think it's still
it's not
he's
Les
dead.
Moonves anymore.
Is he
He's
dead?
not dead. No, he got
Okay.
canceled, but he's not dead.
He got canceled.
Yeah.
Fine. So Les Moonves was like, hey, it's me, Les Moonves in it.
Actually, it's Mess Loonves now.
Yeah, I'm trying to redo CBS All Access. We're getting the band back together. I need some cheap properties that I don't have to pay royalties on.
Some schlock.
Yeah, we're doing Bram Stoker's Dracula. So here we are. So CBS Access is picking up only Bram Stoker's Dracula. So
That's enough.
yeah. So that means Todd, we're gonna go with yours.
I don't want to live in this universe.
Neither
It's a
do
bad
I.
universe. I think I'd rather have one of the other universes.
Well, you've birthed this into reality. You have to deal with it now.
I'm going to purposely break my only pair of glasses so that I can't consume this media that I'm left alone to watch.
And that's going to do it for us. Thanks, everyone, for listening in Debate This. You can follow along with the arguments on Instagram, Threads, and Facebook. And also, much like its own Twilight Zone episode, X, the Everything app. All of those things, including X, the Everything app, are at Debate This Cast or on our website at debatethiscast.com. Up the top of the episode, I mentioned the Spooktacular Express deal of the month. Please go check out our Patreon at patreon.com/debatethiscast. Consider joining if you aren't already. You will get access to our monthly premium feed, which includes Deconstructed, which is our monthly Disney Channel original movie watch-along podcast. We will be doing an episode of Deconstructed on the free feed. But more importantly, why this is relevant this month is if you start a new subscription or rank up your subscription, existing one, we will knock off your October subscription for free. So you get one free month. If you decide November 1st, you're like, haha, fuck these guys. I'm going to get cool. You've just scored yourself some free content. We have to do it anyway. So enjoy. We encourage you to check it out. We also have a ton of backlogged episodes of our Real Play podcast the Office Drones, which was a 2 and some change year D&D campaign where we were all Office characters, and it was a lot of fun. And I tricked these guys into playing through the story of Final Fantasy, and everybody had a good time, and no one ever rolled any bad dice.
Not once.
That said, go check it out. Debate This Cast. Nope. Patreon.com/debatethiscast. Until next time, I'm Andrew Henderson.
I'm Todd. The midnight sun cometh. Thomas.
I'm Matt. Scarlett Johansson as Finn Jones Iron Fist. Cole.
And I'm Kyle, famous AI director Quantum Tarantino, directing a movie starring USB Thurman and Laptopinario Decodrio Harper.
And boy, oh boy, if you can't stick that landing, you have no business debating with us. And if you think you're wrong, you can come find us behind the swing sets, nerds.